What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the Premier League season finale preview video. We will talk about the Liverpool Wolves game here, but also the Brighton Manchester City game. Really excited about the season finale because Liverpool have a chance to win a Premier League title for the first time, a league title for the first time in 29 years. I have waited all my life for this day to come, and there is a real possibility. Even though Manchester City are the favorites, all the pressure is on them, and I'm just hoping that a miracle happens, because I think at this point Liverpool need some kind of miracle. But football is a funny old game, anything can happen really. You could see in the Champions League this week that crazy things can happen in football, and that's what I'm hoping for. Liverpool need a crazy miracle to happen at Brighton. So guys, if you enjoy the Liverpool videos, make sure to leave a like. It really helps me out and shows me that you guys enjoy these videos, and subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you never miss a future upload. Anything can happen honestly in a season finale. Manchester City will be nervous, they will have all the pressure because I think they are a huge favorites. They were huge favorites at the beginning of the season, and nobody really expected Liverpool to run them as close as they have done so. So whatever happens, this has been a magnificent, great season by Liverpool. I applaud Jurgen Klopp, the players, and everybody who had a role in helping Liverpool to their best ever Premier League season and their best ever season in a league season in terms of the points Liverpool won, the games Liverpool won. It has been the best ever season. So yeah, let me know what is your prediction for today, what will happen. I expect both Liverpool and Man City to win their games, but I'm hoping that just Brighton maybe can do us a favor. And Jurgen Klopp said this about the game: the only thing we can do is win the game. In this situation, it looks like Wolves and Brighton, they are there to compete. The Wolves had ambitions all year. 7th is an unbelievably competitive league position after getting promotion. And Wolves play wonderful football. It's difficult to play against. Good defending, sensational counterattacks. Nuno Espirito Santo, their manager, is doing an incredible job there. And it makes Liverpool's job pretty difficult. And Wolves have conceded only 44 goals this season, which seems like a lot, but it's actually much better than Manchester United and Arsenal, who conceded 52 and 50 goals respectively. And also, they were last year in the Championship. So this is the best ever season by a promoted club for many years in the Premier League. Finishing in 7th, Wolves are already guaranteed to finish 7th, and Brighton are already guaranteed to stay up. We already have the 3 relegated teams, and I think the top 4 places are pretty much decided. It would require a huge goal swing in favor of Arsenal to overhaul Tottenham, and I don't think that's happening because it probably requires Arsenal to win by 6 goals and Tottenham to lose by 3 or 4 goals on the last day of the season. So I'm really looking forward to this. But whatever happens, this is the best ever season that Liverpool have done, and honestly, Liverpool have done all they could in terms of the past 2 months. Liverpool have won all their games, but the problem is Manchester City have won all their games, and nobody really saw this coming, that there would be 2 teams with a faultless performance. Honestly, in the past 2 months, both Manchester City and Liverpool have been literally perfect in the Premier League. Man City winning 13 games in a row, and Liverpool winning, I think, 9 games in a row now, or 8 games, something like that. It's absolutely incredible. And Virgil van Dijk said that anything can happen, anything is possible in the season finale, and that's what I'm hoping for. Virgil van Dijk said before the game, it's on. The title race is still on, but you have to be realistic. The way City have been playing all season, everyone should expect them to win, but you never know. The only thing we can do is focus on beating Wolves, because that is a very, very big task as well. Everyone is talking about Brighton doing something, but we need to focus on what is in front of us, because Wolves have been outstanding this season and they make it very difficult for any team. That's why they are where they are in the table. But we are at home, it's our last game of the season, and we want to give everything we got, and we will. If we win, we have done our job, we will have done what we could do, and then we will see what will happen at Brighton. My biggest nightmare is Brighton getting a result against Man City and then somehow Wolves getting a result at Anfield. That would be just the worst end to a Premier League season, because if Liverpool fail to win the title because of their own mistake and not winning at home against Wolves, that would haunt us for many, many years, in my opinion. So Liverpool absolutely have to make sure, one way or the other, to win this game. I don't care how, but just win this game. Firmino will miss this game, but Salah is back fit, which is very good news. Naby Keita is still out, Oxlade-Chamberlain is back in contention, so we have some mixed team news. Firmino will be fit for the Champions League final, because that's at the beginning of June, but for this game Firmino is out. But we can cope with Origi, Mane and Salah up front, in my opinion. Maybe Sturridge will start, but I would start Origi. Honestly, the confidence that he has now after knocking 2 past Barcelona and helping Liverpool to a Champions League final, it must be through the roof, Origi's confidence. So I really hope that we start him. And Van Dijk said this, and I quote, "We have been showing throughout the whole season in moments that we never give up. We keep going, we keep believing, doing the right things. Sometimes you have that bit of luck, but you've got to keep doing the right things." This week was an outstanding week for Liverpool in the Champions League, and we will see how Sunday will unfold. And Van Dijk really sets his sight on Liverpool getting a century of points next season. So Liverpool are targeting 100 points next season, because frankly it looks like that's what is needed nowadays to win a Premier League title. And if we win, we will end up on 97 points this season. But Van Dijk insists that while disappointing, Liverpool must reflect on this season with pride, and he has challenged his teammates to repeat their relentless title push next year. And Van Dijk said, "You will feel a little bit disappointed if Liverpool end up in second place, because everyone that close wants to win the league title. That's the standard that Manchester City sets for all of us in the league. They have been outstanding and amazing to do it again, almost for a second season. It's unbelievable, but we've got to keep our heads up. We have a big final coming up in the Champions League, but even then, if you look at our results in the league and how we have played all season, we can be very proud of ourselves. This is just the start for all of us at Liverpool. I came in last winter and I feel we have made so much progress since then. The club have made many big steps. We have to take a lot of good things from this season into next and do it again or even better. Then we will see what the rest are going to do. The most important thing is to keep doing it every year. If we have to do it next season with over 100 points, we will try and do it. But we are still in it this year. We have to believe, we have to be realistic as well. It's not in our hands, and the only thing we can do is beat Wolves. And Van Dijk is right. If the standard is that with 97 points you can't win the league, what you have to do next season is aim for 100 plus points and try to do it again, but even better next season. And Liverpool, with better signings, hopefully we can do it. But it will feel like a big missed opportunity if we don't win the league title this year, I will be honest. And I will be disappointed, of course, but I'm so proud of this Liverpool team, honestly. Like, who would have thought that Liverpool could get 97 points at the beginning of the season? Nobody, in my opinion. And we improved on last season already. Last season we got 75 points, and if we finish on 97, that's 22 points improvement. That is massive, in my opinion. Liverpool from finishing 25 points behind Manchester City in 1 year, we closed the gap to just 1 point, and we might overtake Man City today. Anything can happen, really. And Van Dijk joked that people have said that I've been running away from attackers. It's something that I am not looking at, but I try not to let anyone pass me, obviously. Maybe my kind of defending gives them an option, makes them make a decision, and then I try to get the ball. It's been working pretty well this season, so people can say whatever they want. It's something I learned when I was young, playing as an attacker on the streets. You don't like to be facing anyone that makes you have to make a decision. Strikers would love the opportunity to get past to you, but if you don't, you make it difficult. They have to think. Hopefully I can keep improving on that. It doesn't work every time, but it's been working pretty well this season, and Van Dijk has been right. If you back off from the attacker and not engage to let the attacker go past you, you give the attacker something different to think about. And Van Dijk used his tactic many times, mainly in the Tottenham game where Liverpool at 1-1, you know, Tottenham had two attackers running on Van Dijk and they missed the big chance because of Van Dijk's defending. And then Liverpool, of course, went on to win that game in the end in dramatic fashion. Jurgen Klopp has written a very nice message to all Liverpool fans ahead of today's Wolves game. He said, "It is not possible to ignore the impact of Tuesday night against Barcelona, but I think it is on us, again, all of us, not just the players, to make sure we take it and use it as an advantage. It was a physically and emotionally intense occasion. Of course, this affects human beings. The physical effects are that we have a few more players with bumps and bruises. At the time of writing these notes, I'm not entirely sure who will be available to pick for certain today, but the emotional and mental effects must also be managed. That is why I think the togetherness between supporters and players is going to be at its most important. The fans are our energy source, and it is a cast iron certainty that there will be moments today when we need them." And just my comment, Anfield will be rocking against Wolves, and no matter what happens, this is a historic opportunity for Liverpool. We have only been once before in the Premier League taken the league title race to the last game of the season with Liverpool still involved. That was in the 2013-14 season. And before that, Liverpool, when they missed out on the Premier League title, it wasn't because of the last day. The title race wasn't taken to the last day. That's what I wanted to say. So Anfield will be buzzing, and after Tuesday, where all the Liverpool players became heroes and club legends, let's do it again. Let's win against Wolves. Let's create a really special atmosphere. So if you are going to Anfield, make the most noise that you can, and let's win the game. I'm really pumped for this. And Jurgen Klopp continued, "It is so important we only worry about our team and what is happening at Anfield. On Tuesday night, we didn't care what anyone outside of the Liverpool family thought about our situation. We were all about creating our own moments. What we do know is that our season does not end today because of what happened against Barcelona. But regardless, this is our last game at Anfield for the campaign, and as such I want to express gratitude for the amazing journey that we have had together." I was asked in a post-match press conference on Tuesday if Liverpool could have won the tie if we played in a stadium without any supporters. My answer was no chance, but it made me reflect on how blessed those of us who work here are. I am so thankful for every person who has played a part in this until now. Of course, as I have said repeatedly, this isn't a destination, and our journey goes on regardless, but we can still find time to be appreciative of each other in these moments. Whatever happens, we are what we are because we have come together and we have all played a part. This is Liverpool now, a powerful collective who looks to live in the moment and embrace the joy of it. Thank you, Anfield. You are special. And wow, Jurgen Klopp, you are special as well. Honestly, he is made for Liverpool. He is the perfect Liverpool manager. If you wanted to have a person like perfectly suited to this club, to the fan base, to Liverpool, the city, and the Liverpool's history, it's Jurgen Klopp. Out of the top managers in world football, nobody, and I repeat, nobody could do as much as Jurgen Klopp has been doing with Liverpool, and I have a tremendous gratitude and so much to thank Jurgen Klopp for, because this is honestly the resurgence of a sleeping giant. Liverpool were a sleeping giant when Liverpool took over. We were in 8th place in the Premier League and struggling to get into the Champions League consistently. Hell, in some seasons we didn't even make the Europa League. That's how bad Liverpool have been previously. We had one Champions League campaign in 7 seasons. We have 3 European finals under Jurgen Klopp in 4 years. 1 Europa League final and 2 Champions League finals in a row. This is honestly incredible, and Liverpool have been in Champions League finals before, back to back, but it was in the 70s and the 80s where Liverpool were in their prime, where Liverpool were probably one of the best, if not the best teams in Europe, and we are back to those days. Honestly, the last time Liverpool went to back-to-back Champions League finals was in 1984 and 1985. And yes, Rafa Benitez got us to 2 Champions League finals in 2005 and 2007, but we couldn't do it back-to-back. And yes, we had some Champions League semi-finals and quarter-finals after under Rafa Benitez, but I feel that this Jurgen Klopp team is much better than that team, and it is much better prepared to cope with the challenges that is set, and the challenges are bigger than ever. The challenges are the multi-millionaire Manchester City squad with the best manager apart from Jurgen Klopp in world football, Pep Guardiola. That's what Liverpool are up against, but we are running them so close. We make Manchester City run for their money, and we are giving them a tremendous challenge, and I'm looking forward to it. So let's beat Wolves and let's see what happens. Miracles are possible, so believe, guys, and support the team. And Jurgen Klopp has confirmed that he always kept faith in Divock Origi, and he said some very encouraging words about Origi, and I'm sure that Origi will get a new contract. He only has 1 year left on his contract, and there are already news in the media that Origi is getting a contract extension, and he deserves it. When you think about how much Origi was not playing, maybe you think that I don't like the player that much or I don't trust him too much, but that is actually not true. It is difficult to come in a team when you have Salah, Mane and Firmino. That is one thing. The other thing I cannot forget is how good he was until the Everton game when Funes Mori kicked him and injured him, and then how long a player can struggle in a decisive moment of the year. But you cannot be the same player when you have a bit of pain in each step, things like that. Then you lose confidence. We sent him out on loan. He comes back, but he needs time. And in this business, nobody has time. But then showing up the way he did, it's been a Divock Origi week. We don't have to talk about the other night. There was the header at Newcastle, that was crazy. We don't have to talk about the header against Everton and these 2 goals against Barcelona. Divock was just so unlucky, and I'm very happy that he is here again and he is really back on the landscape. It's important for us and important for his development. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed this. See you later, goodbye.